Testing, testing. One, two, three. I think, Luke, I think everything should be good. It has been a good. It's been so long since we last went live here on the channel because relatively we had like no weather, to be completely honest. But we do have three tornado warnings in effect right now. So I decided just to go live because it actually has been over 12 days since we last did a broadcast. Almost 2 weeks here on the channel. That is a very long. This is the new free radar app that is really good. I use this free radar app just to show like the watches. There's a severe thunderstorm watch. Originally today, if we go on the outlook, today's only a 2 out of 5 with it's only a 2% chance of tornadoes today. So we weren't really expected. Hey grandma, we weren't really expected to see tornadic storms today, but it did play out a little worse than we thought. So that is why we are live here on the channel. And sorry if I'm a little rusty, chat. It's been a while since I did this, so hopefully I'm not that washed. But let's take a look and see what's on the radar. We have a confirmed tornado on the ground right now. Wait, yep, this is very strong rotation right now. A confirmed tornado on the ground near Scarsboro. So if you live in Scarsboro, lowest centermost part of your building, particularly a bathroom or closet with no windows, to prevent yourself from the tornado, to prevent yourself from the tornado as possible. So your greens and blues moving towards red, zooming away. Right here's your tornadic rotation. I am noting a possible little secondary area rotation. We do have to indicate. This head goes Paw Pow and Hopkinton and West Brooklyn. Live in West Brooklyn, Illinois. You guys, lower center was part of your building, particularly a bathroom or a closet. And near Ohio, Illinois, they just issued a tornado warning here for some isolated rotation. So, and I am noting these storms starting to rotate near Ottawa, and Grand Ridge, Illinois. And I also got a note near Williamsfield, I believe. Williamsfield, you got a note some tornadic rotation. It's not very strong, but there is another area developing not in the warning box, so they probably going to extend that. Let's take a look at the SPC meso-analysis to see like what's really happening in the area. What's your CAPE? What's your instability? What's your dew point? CAPE is in 4,000 CAPE, so very strong CAPE in this area for nocturnal. Your supercell composite's a 20. That's why we're getting more tornadoes than expected. And your violent tornado parameter in some areas is like a 6. Some areas 11. But where the main storms are, new
A new tornado
tornado
warning has
New
been issued.
tornado warning has been issued. So we are fortunate was in Illinois. I don't know if it's an extension. It might be an extension. We have to wait a minute to see when it. Yep, I was right. This is the first time I called the warning in a very long time. So that's very helpful. So that's the first time I called the warning in a long time because we haven't been live in so long. But we are back, chat. And look, it's a separate tornado warning. 'Cause like I said, there's an area rotation here. Dave, oh, this dog. Sorry about the dog. Hey, David, how are you? David, it's been 12 days since I've been live on the channel. 12 days since I've been live on the channel because there's really been no weather. But today's event, I wasn't really expecting all these tornadic storms, but we will be here until maybe most of these warnings expire. I have to get back into it because like I said again, I haven't streamed in a pretty long time. So to be honest, I am a little bit washed, to be honest. So that's why I have to get back
A new
into it.
tornado warning has been issued.
New 5 tornado warnings. New tornado warning has been issued for Lee, Illinois. So it is actually good, chat. that we went live here. But as we can see on the radar near Lincoln, I'm noting some rotation. Last game, you see a Grizz wing towards Reds moving away. Right here's into an ag rotation. So I am noting some of these storms to be a little tornadic, which is not good, guys. We don't want these storms being tornadic, but for the most part, it's actually, we do gotta watch out for some 5 tornado winds, and I'm just waiting for it to pop up. It could have been one of those glitch warnings. How's this confirmed tornado warning doing? Alright, so it is an extension. There it is. Of course, officially permanently stuck in Wisconsin. How's Wisconsin been for you? I don't think this tornado is on the ground anymore, which is the great news. That's what they should have normal tornado warning, but there's a flash flood warning. So these storms aren't moving very quick. These storms are moving at 15 miles an hour. It's very slow for some thunderstorms. How are these storms? But these storms are moving a little faster in the south. So I am noting, guys, we also have some isolated rotation near Oak Bar and near Cedar Point. We also do have, guys, if you want me to go on the Atlantic, the tropics are actually waking up. We have 50% chance of development within the next 7 days. So within the next 7 days, we're expecting a tropical system, actually 3 tropical waves. I'm more concerned for these heading towards Barbados eventually. And if we look at satellite imagery, we'll probably be live for that, honestly, maybe tomorrow. It's not an invest yet, but I do expect it to be an invest. You see these 2 tropical waves? I do expect it to be an invest probably within tomorrow, maybe the next day. Still some time for it to develop, though. Let me get the GFS. Can I get the GFS on here? The GFS expect these storms to develop. Alright, GFS does expect these storms to develop. We're expected to curve out to sea, but things could change. As of now, that is the good news. We do expect another storm. So that could be, so we do gotta watch out. Checking back up on these tornado warnings. Yep, I was right. The tornado is no longer on the ground, but I am noting this could be contamination. I mean, we do gotta watch out for it though. Tornado is no longer on the ground, but I still do see a hook echo and an inflow notch, so that is something to note. As you can see, yeah, I'm not there's some near Ohio. I'm not really concerned for. It looks like it's on the weakening trend. What about Ottawa? I'm watching out for these storms near Ottawa with some it's isolated rotation. I don't think it's enough to get warned right now, but I am noting that. How's these storms near Lincoln doing? Because these storms are pretty discrete, and discrete storms means chance of tornadoes and yeah, I'm not really noting that much rotation, to be completely honest. Rotation's not very high on these storms, which is the good news for tornado warnings now. Summer was pretty decent this year. Hot, stormy, El Nino to expect stronger on record. Yeah, I'm expecting a pretty decent winter here in the Northeast. Yeah, rotation is not really strong with these storms, but we do need to note any type of rotation because it could easily tighten up. How are you guys doing in the chat? It's been it's been a pretty long time since I went live here on the channel. It's been a pretty long time. 12 days is a lot for me since without streaming. But we should be streaming a little more in the next few days. There is severe weather risk, slight risk tomorrow, as you can see. If they upgrade to 5%, we're most likely going to be live tomorrow. If they upgrade it to 5%, Also on day three, there's already a significant risk, so that's interesting. And there's a risk for day four, a slight risk for severe weather, 2 out of 5 on day four. And we got the truck. So tomorrow, tomorrow night, I'm probably gonna do a dedicated tropic stream tomorrow night. Today was gonna be a dedicated tropic stream, but then all these tornado warnings broke out. So now it's more of a severe weather coverage type style, which has been for a while. All right, how's the hail on this? Almost 1 inch size hail on these storms. And I'm watching out for this storm to recycle near West Brooklyn. So I am watching out for these storms to potentially recycle there. Near Ohio, rotation might be trying to get its act together. Kind of decent to tell. Got no tornado warnings on the ground right now, which is the excellent news. I'm gonna ask Blaze if he wants to join my stream. But we do gotta watch out. So getting your lowest centermost part of your building, particularly a bathroom or closet near Papa, and to protect yourself from this tornadic rotation as possible. At least it's no longer on the ground, but these storms could produce a tornado at any moment. Unfortunately. Sorry, I'm a little tired today. It's been a while. Alright, rotation died out here. That's the great news. So you gotta watch out because it is tornado warns. How's these storms near Lincoln doing? Yeah, it's just isolated rotation. In the short term threat, I don't think none of these storms are gonna produce it. Intermittent. I can't talk. I mean, like, I don't think they're gonna produce a tornado like any minute. Did the radar set just go on me? Hold on. No, I'm on cast lock, actually. And I'm just watching. You see your greens moving towards the radar, your red doing way right. Here's your tornadic rotation. So there is still some rotation near Compton. So that is what I am noting there. And yeah, just rotation wise, these storms are looking a little less impressive, which is the good news as these storms. You see these storms are starting to cluster up together, becoming less discrete. That's the good news when these storms become less discrete, because they're going to waste the ingredients and less storms, less tornadoes are likely going to form. Sorry if I'm a little rusty. I'm getting back into the rhythm because you remember that time when we went live for like Chad? You remember the time we went live for like 4 days straight? Because of well, not straight, but like we did a live stream 4 days in a row because of all the severe weather. We did have a PDS tornado warning earlier, particularly dangerous situation. Guys, we have news. Environment Canada's going to start issuing actually normal severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings, not for the whole county. So that's very cool. Starting on Tuesday. TV alerts will still show large. That's cool. Canada's doing the modern era with forecasting. That's cool. W Environment Canada. Alright, good news. Rotation starting a week on these storms. That is the great news. As these storms start to cluster on each other. But I am still noting some rotation here, which has to still be noted on. Still do gotta watch out. Right to it towards where the kind of browns moving away. Right here's your tornadic rotation. The tropics, you got about a 50% chance of development in the tropics. 50% chance. Let's watch Aspires, wow. Let's watch Aspires at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. the severe thunderstorm watch Aspires. We should be live for a decent amount of time. Last time we went live was July 28th. That is a while ago. Yeah, rotation wise is not really much. I kind of lost some of my endurance. I need to gang it back for streaming longer. Down to 4 tornado warnings now. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Let me know in that chat. Let's pick up on these storms near Lincoln. Lincoln, I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, these storms are starting. They might cancel this tornado warning pretty soon. Yeah, Brimsfield, I think that's how you pronounce it. Might cancel that tornado warning soon. So I am watching out for that, guys. Soon it's gonna be the 1 year anniversary from Hurricane Ian. That's how you pronounce it. One of the most popular streams on my channel. I'll have 3 days in a row for that, which is pretty cool. How's these storms looking like? Yeah, they're starting not to be, as the hours go on, because these storms are starting to congeal together, they're starting not to be as and as impressive, which is the great news, to be honest. Boy, I am noting this is the storm I'm the most worried about, because it is starting to congeal itself together near LA. The storm is starting to congeal itself. If you guys are wondering what congeal means, because this rotation is starting to tighten up a little. Hopefully some rotation starting to re-strengthen your Comforton. I think it's pronounced your Comforton, your Stewart, and your Pawpaw. We are watching out for these storms. So that is what I am watching out for right now. That is what I'm watching out right now, chat. But overall, things don't seem that bad right now. But we are monitoring things. You guys still do gotta be weather aware if you guys live in Illinois tonight. As this severe thunderstorm watch expires at 5. It's rare that we had a PDS tornado. It's rare that we had a PDS tornado warning and a 2% tornado risk. That's pretty rare. That is pretty rare, guys. Oh yeah, this storm is done. Yeah, rotation tracker, also known as NROT. It's showing these storms starting to tighten up. So I am watching out for that. Yeah, I'm not really noting that much rotation in both of these storms, so that is the great news. They might cancel some of these storms soon. Still semi-discreet, so that's why I am still a little concerned for these storms. My biggest threat is these storms right here. They kind of just weaken on the latest scan, so that's the great news. Storm did weaken on the latest scan, which is the good news. Alright, guys, I think I'm going to end the stream now. Peace out.